Get pasa YouTube, how's it going everybody? Got for you guys today a Wi-Fi battle. Oh yeah, I know. And for those of you who don't know, recently I actually got my new PC, which means I got my capture card software hooked up. I got everything on my new PC, and it's amazing. If you guys want to see some pictures of it, a link to my Instagram is down in the description, so you guys can go check it out and see. It is powerful, let me tell you guys. So Wi-Fi battles will definitely be making a comeback to my channel, and they are definitely going to be uploaded regularly from now on, along with the showdown live battles as well. And yeah, that's I think all I really have to say. So if you guys do enjoy this Wi-Fi battle, then please make sure to hit the like button. As many of you know, it takes more effort to try to get Wi-Fi battles than it does to get a showdown battle, so a like is greatly appreciated. And yeah, looking at team preview, this is obviously NU now. Yes, I know I kind of have some standard NU Pokemon like Feraligatr and Kangaskhan and Granbull and Mesprit to an extent, but that's just because I really haven't made too many new Pokemon for Wi-Fi, and I really have to get around to getting some more NU Pokemon on my save dongle to put on my cartridge of Pokemon X. So I'll definitely be doing that. And looking at my opponent's team, his name is retrobro1. His channel link and Twitter link will be down in the description, so make sure to go check him out. And looking at threats on his team, honestly, looking at team preview, I thought I was gonna get destroyed because Flareon and Swellow as an offensive core is extremely powerful. My only physical wall is my Granbull, so I really have to watch out for those two. So he's going to be leading off with the Regigigas, as I'm going to be leading off with my Kangaskhan, and you're going to see that this damn Regigigas is a humongous pain in the ass for me in this battle. So I switched directly into my Granbull thinking, oh, he's going to go for Thunder Wave, right? Granbull can take the hit after the Intimidate. Turns out that he has Knockoff, which I had no idea that Regigigas even learned Knockoff, as I predict him to switch into Flareon, predicting me to go for the Play Rough. He stays in and goes for the Thunder Wave, which is rather annoying. And then he turns out to be Rock Polish, which I found to be a little bit odd, but I can kind of see where that would work out because Thunder Wave does have a chance to paralyze, and after 5 turns, you'll have your speed doubled with the Rock Polish boost, and then Regigigas already has a massive physical attack stat. But I end up having the Thunder Wave, which is really great for me because now I no longer have to really worry about this Regigigas possibly sweeping me. As I switch into my Sliggoo, I am modest max special attack, so I'm thinking, oh, this Dragon Pulse is going to do a lot of damage. No, it does like maybe 20%, as he ends up going for the knockoff, which is fine because the only real reason I need Sliggoo is to take hits from the Raichu and take waterfalls and fire type moves from Flareon and Basculin respectively, of course. So it isn't too big of a deal because Sliggoo is pretty bulky. As he goes for the Dizzy Punch, thankfully for me he does not get the confusion, so my Granbull is safely in here, and I can honestly just go for a Play Rough or go for a Heal Bell. I think I end up going for the Play Rough. I guess I could have gone for the Heal Bell just to get rid of the paralysis, but I mean, it isn't too big of a deal in the long run of the battle. As I get off a decent bit of damage on the Rotom, I switched directly into my Mesprit thinking that he would go for the Volt Switch, but he ends up going for the Thunderbolt. As it turns out, I outspeed him, and then he turns out to have the Thunder Wave, which was so frustrating. But I can kind of see why he would have Thunder Wave support because he does have Flareon and Basculin, but still, that was so annoying. Above that, not only does he hit his Blizzard, but I get fully paralyzed, and then he's going to be able to follow it up by knocking me out with a Thunderbolt. So my Mesprit only got a Brox through this game, which is still going to be very handy for me. As I go for the Fake Out, after the Fake Out damage, I was kind of iffy if a Drain Punch would knock him out. Luckily for me though, I'm able to get rid of that giant nuisance known as Rotom Freeze, which he was more of a defensive variant obviously, so thankfully I no longer have to worry about that. As he brings in the Regigigas, I'm going to stay in, go for the Drain Punch, hoping that he doesn't go straight for the Thunder Wave, which thankfully for me, he goes for the knockoff, but he ends up getting a crit. But you're going to see that I do indeed pay him back for that crit, as I'm going to be able to follow it up with another Drain Punch. He barely lives, and I was like, crap, he's going to go for Thunder Wave, and this is going to be very bad for me. Luckily though, He ends up getting paralyzed, which, as I said, is payback for him getting the crit knockoff, as I'm going to be able to finish him off with a third and final Drain Punch. I just wanted to go for Drain Punch just to be able to get back a little bit of recovery, plus with me having Stealth Rocks up, nothing that he has left can safely switch in anyways. As he brings in the Swallow, I don't want to risk him possibly having the Quick Attack, because since Swallow is faster than me, he out prioritizes my Sucker Punch, so he would hit me with Quick Attack and negate my Sucker Punch. So I switched directly into my Gramble as he ends up going for the Protect, and after the Intimidate, I know that I can live any one hit. It's just a matter of if I should Earthquake predicting the switch or go for the safe play and play rough and hope that I don't get paralyzed and hit. Thankfully I live and I managed to land the play rough, which is really great because Swallow could have been a massive problem. As he brings in the Basculin, I'm thinking what I'm gonna do here is switch into my Sliggoo as death fodder, then switch back into my Gramble to get the Intimidate off, and after -2, -3 speed, and -1 attack, I can bring in my Slurpuff, set up a Con Guard, then start setting up Calm Minds, and then just sweep through the rest of the team. Unfortunately though, he makes a nice play, doubles out into Flareon as I switch into my Gramble. I do manage to get the Intimidate off on this Flareon, but the bad thing is that I have no switch into this Flareon, so I have no choice but to leave in my Gramble for Death Fodder, which does kind of suck, but I mean, Adamant Guts Flareon with Flare Blitz hits like a fucking truck. So I can now get a free switch back into my Kangaskhan, and I really have no reason to not just go straight for the Fake Out, because not only will I get off the prior damage, but I will also be able to rack up the rack up the toxic damage from Toxic Orb. As I fake out the incoming Basculin, I switch right into my Sliggoo, basically as Death Fodder, because at this point I'm still thinking, even though I don't have the Intimidate off on the Basculin, I should still be able to set up with my Slurpuff, because after -3 speed, I know for a fact I will be able to outspeed him, and I'm going to send in the Destroyer of Worlds. I bred this just for Wi-Fi, guys. Oh my lord, I absolutely love this Slurpuff set. I'm going to go straight for the Cotton Guard on the off chance that he wanted to stay in. As he brings in the Flareon, even though I am a +3 defense, this Slurpuff is not anywhere near max HP or max defense, so I was thinking that Flare Blitz should bring me down to below 50%, so I can go for a Calm Mind, get my Citrus Berry, then outspeed him next turn and hit him up with a Psychic and knock him out. It turns out though that he actually ends up getting knocked out by his Toxic Recoil damage and doesn't even bring me down to the range where my Citrus Berry activates. As he brings in the Raichu, I was a little bit worried that he could have gone for the Encore. Luckily for me though, he goes straight for the Thunderbolt, and I'm able to live that, get my Citrus Berry. Above that, I'm going to be able to hit him up with the Draining Kiss and get back enough HP to the point where I will be able to live another Thunderbolt if he is able to outspeed me. But it turns out that he's not scarfed, as I'm able to knock him out with a final Draining Kiss. His last Pokemon is the Basculin, which does not outspeed me because I do have my Unburden activated, and Drain Kiss will be more than enough to knock him out after the Rocks damage and the +1 from my Calm Mind, and that is going to be the victory in my favor. So yeah, Slurpuff just showing off why it is such a beast. Also Regigigas, oh my lord, I was so ready to pull my hair out at the beginning of this game when I had to face that Regigigas, because I didn't know how to take it down, because I didn't want to set up with Gator and I didn't want to risk my Kangaskhan getting paralyzed. But just, yeah, luckily though I was able to pull out the victory. And if you guys missed my 2 previous uploads, they're playing on your screen right now, so make sure to go check them out. And if you did enjoy this, guys, make sure to hit the like button. The support is greatly appreciated. And with that being said, I will see you all tomorrow. So later, everybody.